Welcome to my Frost DPS guide. Here we'll discuss a 1-button rotation macro, as well as talents, glyphs and passives. Talents, in order by which they're attained. Unholy Blight, a short activated plague spreading effect. Anti-magic zone, a stationary zone that reduces spell damage taken. Death's Advance, a movement speed increase and gap closer. Death Pact, an activated heal from an undead minion. Blood Tap, consume blood charges to activate depleted runes. Remorseless Winter, a proximity-based slow and stun. Suggested glyphs for a Frost DK. Increases the radius of pestilence by 5 yards. Soul Reaper's haste effect also increases movement speed. The cooldown and duration on Icebound Fortitude is reduced. Army of the Dead no longer taunt their target. Fall from greater heights without taking damage. Summons a Geist minion instead of a ghoul. Strength is your primary stat, followed by hit and expertise. Haste will then greatly impact the effectiveness of your rune regeneration and killing machine procs, which is your primary damage. Meta should be gemmed strength and critical strike, red, hybrid strength and haste, blue, haste and hit, prismatic and yellow sockets, gemmed haste. Enchanting should also follow these same rules, favoring haste, then strength. Passives. Blood Plague, a shadow disease dealing damage every 3 seconds, caused by Plague Strike. Frost Fever, a frost disease caused by Howling Blast, that also applies Brittle Bones, a 4% physical vulnerability for 30 seconds. Frost Presence, increases runic power generation by 20%, reduces the cost of Frost Strike by 15%, loss of control impairments are also reduced by 20%. Killing Machine, your auto attacks have a chance to grant a 100% critical strike bonus to Obliterate or Frost Strike. Mastery, Frozen Heart, increases the damage done by your frost abilities by 1%. Rhyme, Obliterate has a 45% chance to cause Howling Blast to consume no runes. Might of the Frozen Wastes, two-handed weapons cause your Obliterate to deal 40% more damage, and melee attacks deal an additional 30% damage. Threat of Thasarian, Death Strike, Obliterate, Plague Strike and Frost Strike, deal damage with your offhand weapon. Frost Strike's damage is also increased by 50%. These abilities, combined in a macro, will help you understand how to play a Frost DK. Horn of Winter, generates 10 runic power, and increases the attack power of all party members by 10%. Null. Only begins again when the cast sequence is reset. 0. Does nothing, but allows other lines to trigger, until pressed again. Howling Blast, blast the target with frost damage, and infect all enemies within 10 yards with Frost Fever. Frost Strike. Instantly strikes the enemy, causing 115% weapon damage as frost. Plague Strike, instantly deal weapon damage plus 466, and infect the target with Blood Plague. Frost Strike. Obliterate, instantly deal 250% weapon damage, the total damage is increased by 12.5% for each disease on the target. Frost Strike. Howling Blast. Frost Strike. Plague Strike. Frost Strike. Obliterate. Frost Strike. Blood Tap. Each Death Coil Frost Strike and Rune Strike generate 2 blood charges, up to a maximum of 12, consume 5 to activate any depleted rune to a death rune. Frost Strike. Obliterate. Frost Strike. Blood Tap. Target damage, Frost DK, build 5.4.7. 1-button macro.